All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the Sketching with Color channel. Thank you for being here. If you find this content helpful, please leave a like, a comment, or hit the subscribe button. It helps me reach a larger audience, and I really just appreciate you guys tuning in. So without further ado, today's video is going to be about my top 5 drawing channels on YouTube. These are focused mostly on drawing, though some of them overlap with painting, whether it be traditional or digital. But these are my top 5. I had a request in one of my previous videos by one of the viewers to review some of the channels that have been very helpful for me. So I don't remember what that person's name is off the top of my head, but this is for you, okay? And anybody else who's looking for some really great channels on YouTube for learning how to draw. All right, so I think that I will start off with probably the channel that's been the most influential for me, and that is Cynic's Design. So Cynic's Design is a channel that's been around for a really long time, and his art is focused on concept art and illustration, and he does everything from drawing to design theory to painting, all of these things. And he has a way of discussing the philosophy behind art that is often very helpful. It gives you insights into how to approach things from a different way. So if you want to learn how to draw people, if you want to learn how to draw mechs, this is a great channel. I highly recommend that you look at his anatomy quick tips, which are great for learning about how to draw the various parts of the body, and they typically are not very long videos. His paint exploration, which is just amazing, where he'll just open a like a digital file and he'll start painting, and the painting will morph and change, and it really is kind of like somebody's expression of what they see in the clouds. And by that I mean what his imagination produces based off of the random shapes that he'll sometimes start with. And so one thing will lead into another in a really organic way, and it's really enjoyable to watch. His design theory is excellent for making your images more interesting to look at. And he has this one on big, medium, small, about how important it is to have big shapes, small shapes, and medium shapes in your images. He talks about shape appeal, what shapes you use to describe a form is very useful. Conceptual contrast, how to come up with interesting environments and characters based off of contrasting factors or contrasting features. And it's just all around a great channel. Cynics doesn't release videos super frequently, but when he does, it's like a treat. And you can just go to the comments of any of his newer videos, and you will see how happy people are that he has released a new video. So definitely check out Cynics' channel. Start with the anatomy quick tips or the design theory videos, and let me know what you think. I think that it's a great channel. I really can't speak more highly about this channel in particular. The next channel is Modern Day James. And actually, this is the podcast. Let me see if I can actually pull up his channel. Let's see here. Here it is. Okay, so Modern Day James is another excellent channel. He focuses on illustration, animation, and kind of comic booky type images and drawings. I really like his videos on animation. He breaks down the principles, but he also has a lot of great videos on the fundamentals. So like drawing figures in perspective, clothes and drapery, how to create different creatures using thumbnails, perspective. All of this stuff is super good, super legit, and I really enjoy his channel. He does, again, this is not a channel that produces a lot of videos, but he does regularly live stream. So I don't know how often, but sometimes it seems like he's live streaming almost every day. And so you can jump on and you can observe him do his thing. And oftentimes he'll be answering questions. So this is a great channel. It's right up there with Cynics. I can't recommend this channel enough. He also does live streams and interviews with different artists. Here you can see he's doing with Ahmad Aldori and Cynics. And so Cynics is oftentimes a reoccurring figure in his channel when he does the live streams. So definitely check it out. He also goes into vehicles, which is really cool. And you can start at the beginning with the different perspective videos. So definitely give him a look and a subscribe. The next channel is David Finch. And David Finch is actually a professional comic book illustrator. And one of the things that I like about his channel is he's got the fundamentals. He's got the stuff on perspective and how to draw a head and how to draw a body and how to do gestures, which is great. But he also gives a lot of insights of somebody who's a professional and has to draw things efficiently. So it's not just how to draw, but it's also how to do it efficiently and how to do it well to be able to produce on a regular basis. One of the things that I really like is he talks about dynamic figures, because with comic books, you're often going to be doing a lot of action poses. And I just finished last night watching some of his videos on perspective, and they were absolutely excellent. So the more I watch of his channel, the more I like him. And the tips that he provides are just super useful in terms of practical tips to make your art look better, more dynamic, and have fun with the process. So please definitely check out David Finch's channel. All right, the next channel that I have is Alfonso Dunn. Alfonso is a pen and ink artist. So that's kind of his focus. He did have some early videos on watercolor, which I also found useful, and some color theory videos. But his main focus now is pen and ink. And he's excellent. He's just an excellent artist when it comes to pen and ink. He breaks down how to describe form with line, which is, it can be very fun. And actually, I find that it's very helpful for painting when you really understand the form that you're working with. He drops videos pretty regularly, and he's just an excellent teacher. So definitely check out his channel. He has everything from gesture to understanding form, to shading with pen and ink, to watercolor, like I mentioned before, and anatomy tips as well. So another great channel with some really good shorts here, and you can see the quality of his work here and the detail that goes into it. And I think we can all wish that someday we'll be able to make an image as beautiful and as intricate as he does with the simple, as you can see in this image, a Bic pen. So he's not using super fancy things, but he's making some really amazing images. So definitely check out Alfonso Dunn's channel, give him a subscribe. The next channel is a channel that I came across relatively recently, maybe a few months ago, and it's a smaller channel, but it's excellent. This is another professional illustrator who works with comic books, and this is Tim McBurney and the Drawing Codex. So he again is somebody who's a professional and gives very practical advice. One of the things that originally drew me to him is that he has videos on putting characters and figures into an environment. And that's something that I really hadn't seen in a lot of other videos, of how to really place your characters into a three-dimensional environment, move them around that environment, and have it look convincing. So I really, really like this channel. Like I said, it comes from a professional perspective, and it comes with a lot of tips and tricks to make your art better. And he drops videos very regularly, maybe 1 or 2 a week, which is very helpful. And he has tutorials on everything from thumbnails to using the Loomis method to draw aliens and different types of bodily structures for monsters and things like that. So if you're like me and you want to be able to tell stories and represent whatever you conceive in your mind on paper, this is a really great channel. I can't recommend it enough again. So those were my 5 favorite drawing channels. I will do a video on other topics like painting, because there are some other channels that I find that are just great for painting. But I wanted to leave you guys with one bonus video. And this bonus video is from another artist whose channel is relatively small, but he's got some really great things on it. So that would be Marshall Vandroff. And if you've ever seen the Draftsman podcast with Proco, he is the other half of that team. And let's take a look at his videos real quick. Small channel, but the thing about Marshall is he is just an excellent, excellent teacher. Now, as you can see, you could probably count the number of videos here, is probably under 30. But what I really like about his channel is this is a class, a boot camp that he did on George Bridgman and George Bridgman's constructive anatomy. And he did a class as a boot camp, I believe over the summer or something along those lines in 2020. And he released it completely free on his YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. I'm working my way through that now. It's been very helpful to decipher Bridgman. If anybody's familiar with Bridgman's anatomy, he's got these beautiful drawings, but then the text that goes along with it takes a lot of deciphering. So having Marshall, who is just an excellent teacher, go through Bridgman's drawings and his text with you is amazingly helpful, and it's a huge resource. So definitely give Marshall's channel a check out too. All right, thank you for watching this video. There will be more in the future. Please let me know if there are any topics specifically that you would find helpful. I think that, like I've said in previous videos, I'm not the best artist, but I have found some really amazing art resources on YouTube. So if there's anything that I can share with you, please let me know any topics that you want me to go over. And also take a look at my channel's public playlists, because I am organizing playlists so that they have on a variety of topics on the best videos on those topics that I have found on YouTube. So that's a growing project that I'm working on. It's helpful for me because it helps me to organize my learning material, and then it makes a very easy reference. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.